G'day guys, welcome back, and today we are looking at my modified Nerf Raven.
Throw your cranes up.
Alright, so straight off the bat, you can probably tell this is not your standard Raven. What this is right here is a Nerf Hyperrayven. So I've got a hyperfire belt mounted on top of the blaster and pretty much turning it into a full auto Raven. To go through the integration, up the front here we've got Raven starting from this section here, running all the way to the back until where this line is here. Up the top, hyperfire starts from here, goes down to the Raven battery door, follows it all the way along and then stops here. From here back is the back of a centurion, so another centurion is now in the bin because all I wanted was 10 centimeters worth of plastic. I'll give you a close-up of the integration here. So cuts down here, around through here, across here and down there, and around here for the top of the hyperfire. They all blend really well, really nicely on the other side. Really nice. Here is my custom made 180 motor cover. So what I did here was make a epoxy putty riser pretty much. Built it up as high as the 180s were. Then got the clear bit of plastic, seated it on top, and then that made what it is now. As you can see, there's already a heap of dark dust in there from the motors. So every time I open it to change the LiPo out, I'll give it a quick rub and it comes up nice. So with the integration done, I'll go over the aesthetics. As you can tell, this thing has been hydro dipped in the awesome flame film that it is. I'm calling this blaster Incendio, which directly translates from Spanish to English as fire, and this is a lot of fire. So it started off with a Rust-Oleum 2X gloss black base coat. I then did the grey and the gold detailing throughout the blaster. I then took it to a hydro dipping place. I did not dip this blaster myself because this was a full coloured film. I wanted to get a very professional finish on it, so I took it to the professionals to get it done. And they also did my clear coat, which is a automated clear coat. It is one of the best clear coats I've ever felt in my life. Feels absolutely awesome. It is very, very shiny, plays off the sun so nicely, and makes the blaster look really nice as well. So that's pretty much for the aesthetics. On the inside of the blaster, I'm running two 180 MTB Wolverine motors. They've got worker wheels and a brass dart guide. Stock cage because there's no cage that'll fit in this now that I've got the pusher up the top here. I've actually had to alter the cage for it to fit and for this to fit up the top. That is then rewired through with 18 AWG wire micro switches and running off a 2200 milliamp 2S LiPo. Enough power to run these motors for a whole day of play that I needed for. Then routed down to these kill switches down here. I also have LEDs in this blaster, and that is running off the top switch here. They're mounted behind the cage and up the front of the blaster just to give it a nice subtle glow of orange. I also got a Nerf Recon Mark II barrel extension hydro dipped for me just for the front, just to give it that extra length, really nice to choke up onto and hold. This is one of the most comfiest blasters I've ever held. It is the perfect stock length for me, and I can really choke up on it. I know Nerf blasters aren't accurate, but with the brass dart guide and worker wheels, it's quite accurate. It's not 100% going where you want it, but it is very still straight, and you often will hit your target where you point it. So it's nice to choke up onto. I can really rest my head and my cheek on top of the hyperfire part up here, and really choke up on it. It's very comfortable. And as a bullpup, the Nerf bullpups tend to be really short at the back, and you'll be choking up on a lot, and you often have to extend out to pull out the magazine, whereas in this I can just kind of still have it shouldered, tilt it to the side, not even tilt, just leave it there, insert another magazine. Very easy, very quick, and I really like it. So that's about it for the blaster itself, besides it looking awesome. Cannot get over how well it looks. It is my new favourite blaster. It is my HVZ and Superstock primary now, so yeah. Right, so give you a firing test now. This is the 18 round mag from the Rapid Strike, and I'll just shoot it at the wall. It's pretty much hyperfire performance, put it in a Raven, so expect shooting about 80 to 90, 100 and 100 feet per second. It's because the dart guide is this long and it really drags on the darts, especially when you have thick darts. It'll drag a lot, but it's very accurate. I can show you now. It's very easily to control, just to dish out 2 darts, dish out a dart, or just fully laid out some fire. So 1. One more time. So that's it with this blaster. As I said, it's my new primary for HVZ and Superstock. It is my new favourite blaster out of my whole collection here, and is going to see some war. So thank you so much for watching, guys, as always, and I'll see you in the next one.